5 simple habits that help elderly people reduce knee pain effectively. Up to 80% of people over 65 years old experience knee pain, a huge number. According to research by the U.S. National Institutes of Health, knee osteoarthritis is the main cause of many elderly people gradually losing flexibility, affecting daily activities and quality of life. Persistent pain, feeling stiff every morning or difficulty walking can make old age more severe, but the good news is, with just a few small habits every day, we can pamper our feet, reduce pain, and keep our knees healthy. Let's learn the simple but effective secrets in this video. Have you ever felt that your knees are no longer as flexible as before? Every morning when you wake up, your knees are stiff, sometimes even taking a step becomes difficult. It's not just a sign of aging, it's also a reminder that we need to pay more attention to our bone and joint health. Knee pain is a common problem, especially as we age. The pain can be dull and fleeting, but sometimes it can be persistent, affecting mobility and quality of life. Many older people have to give up simple hobbies like walking, gardening, or even going up and down stairs because their knee joints are no longer strong enough to support them. But the good news is, we can completely reduce this condition with simple daily habits, without the need for complicated methods or major medical interventions. Just a few small adjustments in lifestyle can help knees become more flexible and healthy. This video will bring you gentle, practical, and easy-to-apply solutions, helping you protect your feet and enjoy life more fully. Let's explore. Do you remember Mrs. Linda? No? The 74-year-old woman was always cheerful, but recently she complained that her knees were aching, and that every step she took was becoming more difficult. She said that every morning when she woke up, her knees were stiff, and every time she walked a short distance, she had to stop because of the pain. It turned out that the shoes she had been wearing for so long had not provided any support for her feet. In fact, many people, like Linda, do not realize that shoes can have a big impact on their knee joints. Shoes that do not have good cushioning and do not support the arch of the foot will cause the body's weight to be distributed unevenly, creating pressure on the knee and making the pain worse. But fortunately, just a small change can make a big difference. After consulting, Linda decided to switch to a pair of sneakers with good cushioning, arch support, and help absorb the force when walking. And you know what? After a short time, she was able to walk more easily, with less pain, and even confidently go for a walk every morning like before. So, if you are also experiencing knee pain, try paying attention to your shoes. A suitable pair of shoes not only helps reduce pressure on the joints but also helps you move more comfortably and lightly every day. For your own health, don't let small things like an ill-fitting pair of shoes affect your enjoyment of life. In fact, according to medical experts, inactivity can make joints less flexible, reduce the secretion of joint fluid, which acts as a lubricant to help the ends of bones move easily. A study by the Arthritis Foundation also showed that people who maintain light exercise tend to have less joint stiffness and chronic pain than those who move less. I remember Uncle John, an elderly friend I really liked. He used to be an active person, loved to go for a walk every morning and take care of his small garden, but then knee pain struck, causing him to gradually give up the habit of exercising. He was afraid that every step would make his knee worse, so he moved less and less, spending most of his time sitting on the couch watching TV. However, this made the pain worse. His muscles weakened, his knees stiffened, and even short distances became a challenge. His doctor recommended that John try low-impact exercises, which help maintain his muscles while reducing stress on his joints. Swimming was a great option, as the buoyancy of the water took the weight off his knees, allowing him to move easily without pain. Cycling was also helpful, allowing his knees to move smoothly without causing any impact. He also chose to walk on soft surfaces like dirt or grass instead of concrete to reduce stress on his joints. After just a few months, he felt a noticeable difference, less pain in his knees, more flexibility, and most importantly, he regained his confidence in moving. I know you're worried that exercise will make the pain worse, but remember that your knees need to move to stay flexible. Choose gentle exercises that are appropriate for your body type, whether it's a leisurely swim, a slow bike ride, or a simple walk in the park. Just a little movement each day can make a huge difference. Did you know that the foods you eat can be the medicine that eases joint pain, or, on the contrary, make it worse? As we age, many people begin to experience aches and pains in their knees, shoulders, or hands. Sometimes we think of them as a natural part of aging, but there are simple ways to minimize and control them, starting with your diet. Chronic inflammation is one of the main causes of joint pain. Some foods can help reduce inflammation and protect cartilage, while others can make inflammation worse. Foods rich in omega-3 such as salmon, flax seeds or walnuts can help keep joints healthy, reduce inflammation and pain. In addition, berries, dark green vegetables such as spinach, or natural spices such as turmeric and ginger are also great friends of joints. On the contrary, processed foods, high in refined sugar, can stimulate inflammatory reactions in the body, making joints stiffer and more painful. Not only food, water also plays an extremely important role. Water helps lubricate joints, reduce friction during movement, thereby relieving pain. When the body lacks water, pain symptoms can become more severe, making every step, every small movement a challenge. Mark's father, a close colleague of mine, is a 75-year-old man who has struggled with knee pain. He used to be unable to walk long distances without pain, to the point where he had to give up his beloved morning walk. After taking his son's advice and changing his diet, adding salmon, greens, and turmeric to his daily meals, while cutting out sugar and processed foods, he noticed a marked improvement in just a few months. Now, every morning he takes a leisurely walk in the gentle sunlight, enjoying the simple things in life. Before, every time she climbed the stairs, my neighbor Margaret had to hold onto the handrail and move very slowly because her knees were no longer as flexible as before. Each step was a challenge, and sometimes, just one wrong step would cause a sharp pain to strike, making her even more afraid to move, but that very limitation made her condition worse. One morning, while flipping through the newspaper as a daily habit, she happened to read an article by a joint health expert. The article emphasized that gentle exercise can help reduce pressure on the knee joints, prevent inflammation, and improve mobility. Simple exercises such as sitting leg raises, heel and toe raises, or bridge exercises help strengthen the muscles around the knee, thereby effectively reducing pain. Thinking about her increasingly heavy legs, she decided to give it a try. Starting with small movements, she persistently practiced every day. After a few weeks, the changes were obvious. She could walk up the stairs more easily, the pain was not as persistent as before, her steps became more steady, and most importantly, she no longer felt hesitant when she saw the stairs in front of her. But it is not only those who have difficulty walking who need to pay attention to their joint health. There are people who, due to years of sedentary work habits, have to face stiffness every morning. After more than 40 years of working in an office, Mr. Thomas got used to a sedentary lifestyle. Day after day, he sat at his desk for hours, sometimes standing up for a few minutes to get a cup of coffee and then returning to his old position. That habit continued until he retired, and gradually, he realized that his body was no longer as flexible as before. Every morning when he woke up, his knees were stiff, his back ached a little, and his legs seemed to have lost their agility. One day, while chatting with an old friend, a former fitness trainer, he was advised to try some light stretching in the morning. These simple exercises, which don't require much effort, can help loosen tight muscles and improve flexibility. It sounds easy, but for someone who is used to being sedentary like him, maintaining this habit is not easy. Starting with basic movements, he spent a few minutes every morning stretching his hamstrings while sitting, then stretching his quadriceps while sitting on a chair. He always remembered his friend's advice: don't rush, take it slow. Each movement only needed to be held for 20 to 30 seconds. No need to force himself. After a few weeks of perseverance, Mr. Thomas began to notice changes. The feeling of stiffness in the morning was significantly reduced, the joints were more flexible, and standing up after a long period of sitting was no longer as difficult as before. What he did not expect most was that with just one small habit every day, he could help his body move more easily. No longer feeling sluggish from years of sitting for too long, there are habits that seem small but have a significant impact on bone and joint health, especially as you age. According to research from the Arthritis Foundation, sitting for a long time not only reduces blood circulation to the joints but also increases the risk of stiffness and muscle weakness. A study in the Annals of Internal Medicine also showed that people who sit continuously for more than 8 hours a day have a 30% higher risk of bone and joint problems than those who regularly change positions. So, simply setting a simple reminder to stand up, stretch or walk for a few minutes every hour can significantly reduce the pressure on your joints. In addition, your posture when standing and walking also plays an important role. According to the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, maintaining good posture helps distribute weight evenly across your joints, reducing unnecessary stress and reducing the risk of early osteoarthritis. Wearing the right shoes is also a factor that few people pay attention to but has a significant impact. A study from the Journal of Foot and Ankle Research shows that good supportive shoes can reduce pressure on the knees by up to 25%, helping older people move more easily and limit joint pain. It's not just about exercise, diet is also an important key. According to research published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging, a diet rich in omega-3s, such as salmon, walnuts, and antioxidants, such as berries, green vegetables, can help reduce chronic inflammation and protect joint cartilage in the long term. At the same time, drinking enough water not only helps maintain cartilage flexibility but also supports the lubrication process of joints, reducing friction during movement. These small changes may not make an immediate difference, but if maintained over time, they will help improve joint health in a sustainable way. Many people think that knee pain is an inevitable part of aging, but in fact, this is not the case. Studies have shown that maintaining healthy habits can slow down the degeneration of joints and keep knees flexible and healthy. The important thing is not the big changes, but the small things that last over time. By simply choosing the right shoes, staying active with low-impact exercises, incorporating an anti-inflammatory diet, and focusing on strengthening the muscles that support your knees, you can significantly reduce your risk of pain. In addition, a gentle daily stretching routine can also improve flexibility, making it easier for your knees to move. These changes may be simple, but when done consistently, they can make a big difference in helping you maintain long-term joint health and enjoy life more fully. Knee pain is not inevitable as we age, and small changes to our daily routine can make a big difference. Choosing the right shoes, staying active with gentle exercises, eating a healthy diet, and stretching every day all contribute to healthier knees, less pain, and a better quality of life. If you find this information useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other useful healthcare tips. And if you've ever experienced knee pain, share your experiences in the comments below. What have you tried? What really helped you feel better? I'd love to hear your story.